SANDSHREW is single-handedly the best Pokemon in DPP 8U. So before we dig in, let me explain what DPP 8U even is. DPP 8U is a single battle metagame created by SANDSHREW that follows the DPP competitive format. So what does this mean? It means there are no gimmicks, no team preview, and only Pokemon from Gen 1 to 4 are available. 8U is also 3 tiers below ZU, meaning the power level is very low. Instead of worrying about Tyranitar and Scizor, you're fighting Volbeat and Croagunk. S tier mons, by the way. In other words, 8U is very similar to OU, even down to the same rules, the main difference being the lower power level in the tier. Now let's get on with the point. What makes SANDSHREW out of all mons the best? Looking at its stats, SANDSHREW stands out with its average defense stat.
You fat fuck!
Did I say average? I meant amazing. Remember, we're playing 8U here, where a lot of physical attackers don't have an insane attack stat. And speaking of attack, SANDSHREW can hit hard with its base 75, absolutely crushing its main competition in Anorith. We'll talk about move pool in a sec, but just like defense, 75 attack is very good for this tier. However, the rest of SANDSHREW stats are pretty bad. Its 20 special attack doesn't matter, but that 30 special defense and 40 speed does. You'll die to almost every special move, and on top of that, you aren't going to outspeed many of the common threats. All in all, SANDSHREW is a physical wall that can hit decently hard. Its weakness lies with its special defense, making it a poor choice for switching into special attacks. This is where things get interesting. SANDSHREW has many viable moves, but one attack you'll always be using is Rapid Spin. This is because there are only 4 hazard removers left and only 2 of them are viable, the other being Anorith. And in the tier with 10 hazard setters, Rapid Spin is practically mandatory when building a good team. SANDSHREW also has great stab damage in Earthquake, threatening a majority of Stealth Rockers, such as Shieldon and Rhyhorn. Now for your last 2 moves, you have a few options. Stealth Rocks is good for chipping the opposing team, especially in a meta where bugs are taking over. Knock Off, Super Fang, Rock Slide for catching those flying and bug types. Toxic, Protect for longevity, even Swords Dance if you truly want to be different, I guess. SANDSHREW can do almost anything with its wide move pool, which is why it's the second most used mon in the tier, currently having 41% usage. A ground type with a wide move pool and a high usage, where have I seen that before? In conclusion, SANDSHREW is the best Pokemon in DPP 8U. Because of its wide move pool and great offensive stats, SANDSHREW provides any team with necessary utility. Even though the current rankings are outdated and the tournament is already taking place, I still believe SANDSHREW will be number 1 in viability. Like I said before, DPP 8U is a fan-made meta, which means that the community is pretty small and still developing. There could be Pokemon that are broken but just haven't been explored yet. I'll be linking the Pokemon lower tiers Discord server in the description if you want to try out the metagame for yourself. I'll also be linking SANDSHREW's channel, the creator of 8U. I highly recommend checking him out. He makes competitive Pokemon videos similar to this one. I don't know how to end off a video, so... Send them shots with the shells at the floor now. Let it off, do it once, need it more now. Oh my god, like I'm used to that gore hell. Watch him drop, but his body rolls so well. Setting shots, we causing damage. I cut you off, you